Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kalisha and I am the owner of Mane of Opulence. And I'm also a full-time hairstylist, and we specialize in luxury hair extensions and glueless wigs over here, okay? Today I'm going to show you guys how I do my glueless closure installs from start to finish. So what I'm doing is I'm placing the closure right on top of my client's part, just so I can make sure it's in place and right where she wants it. My client did let me know that she wanted her lace a little bit like down on her forehead a little bit, because she didn't want all of her forehead to be showing. If you get it, you get it. So that's what I was showing her, and just making sure I was in the right place. And then I'm just sewing it all around, right? So remember, this is a glueless closure sew-in, so I do leave a little bit of extra lace out in the front, so that way I can attach the band on the side, which snatches the closure down and holds it in place. And I did forget to mention that off camera I did bleach the knots and tweeze the hairline. You have to tweeze your hairline. And off camera I did go ahead and also add that net, and I started sewing that first track around to the top on each side. So I sew it from basically temple to temple, the sides of the closure. And I like to do that because that band is there, so that way if their hair blows back in the wind, that band will not be exposed. And we are sewing 3 bundles of my raw Indonesian hair. She got a hair included package with jet black. Now y'all, I'm not a fan of jet black hair, but for some reason I feel like jet black hair gives the hair just like a different look and a different shine. It was so bomb, and my client absolutely loved it. And so now I'm just adding my wax stick from my brand, Mane of Opulence, and a little bit of silk in the mist to go ahead and make sure that closure is flat. Now, something else I do before my client even gets there, I do tweeze the hairline, and then I also part the closure out and mousse it down and sit it under the dryer. That way when I place it on my client's hair, it's already flat and I don't need to hot comb it a lot. And once the closure is completely flat, I'm gonna go ahead and start the process of cutting the lace off. So this is HD lace. It's a 5x5 HD lace closure from my brand, Mane of Opulence. And the trick to cutting your lace is making sure that you do not cut the lace in a straight line. You kind of want it to be like zigzag, jagged, because none of our natural hairlines is straight across. And for it to look natural as possible, you have to give it that like edgy cut. And as you can see, we cut one side of the lace off, and baby, it is giving, okay? That's what a good closure, a good customization will get you, okay? So make sure y'all are checking out maneofopulence.com for all of your hair care needs, all of your hair needs. We carry raw Indian bundles, raw Indonesian bundles, and we also have a hair care. So now to these baby hairs. I have not done baby hairs on lace in so long, but she did want baby hair, so I did have to go ahead and give it to her. So for some reason, I don't know why, but I like to like part my baby hairs in a C motion, like I don't know, like a half a C, and then I do that on both sides. The reason why I do that, I feel like it just looks more natural once you actually lay them down, and it kind of gives it that widow's peak, like a natural widow's peak, and I just feel like it looks more realistic, right? The thing is, yes, she wanted baby hairs, but I did not want it to look like, oh, she got on a lace, or she, you know, I wanted it to look as natural as possible. So that's what I do. And then I go ahead and take the hot comb. Girl, I couldn't figure out if I was supposed to curl it up or down, because on one side I curl it up and then on the other side I curl it down. I don't know, it's just the way my brain works. And then my trick to baby hairs on lace, I use mousse and a little bit of eco gel. It gives me enough hold to where I'm still able to brush and comb through the hair as I need, but it's also going to lay it down. And honestly, you guys, baby hairs take time. You kind of just have to play with this. So you're going to see me brush it in place, comb it again, brush it in place, just because, you know, I just wanted to get it right. But it does take time, so make sure when you are doing this on yourself or your client, understand that it takes time, and it is okay as long as the outcome is what you want. That's all that matters. So take your time when doing this. Once we hit 1K subscribers, I will be doing a free giveaway, either of a free hairstyle or 3 bundles. Make sure you're subscribing so you can be entered into the giveaway. So once I'm done laying down her baby hairs, I did go ahead and use a little bit of my melt mist spray, and that's going to go ahead and help melt the lace even more. And then I just used like a band, and I wrapped it around her lace so we can make sure that everything is tacked down and we get those baby hairs dry. And then I comb the actual lace into place how I want it to fall. And now we're about to go ahead and cut the layers, you guys. I'm gonna have to do, if you guys want a detailed layering video, go ahead and put "we need a layering tutorial" in the comments, and then I can go ahead and upload a tutorial for that. But I did go ahead and layer her hair all around, and then we did add our curls. So when it comes to layering, it's very important to ask your clients like if they know how to curl their hair at home. Are they going for like a longer layer look or a shorter layer? She didn't want like short layers, so we just kind of did like long layers all around. Framed her face. However, in the front, you should start framing the face at the nose. It doesn't matter if they're going for a short layer or a long layer, unless it's like a side part. So when I started curling the hair, I do use a little bit of my Silk in a Mist from my brand, Man of Opulence, and then I love Kenra's Holding Spray in the level 13. So when it comes to these curls, you guys, you have to make sure that you're curling away from the face. So right now I am curling the right side and the hair is coming out of the bottom of the barrel. So make sure to curl away from the face. If you do not curl away from the face, the curls are not going to come out right. And this is a 1.5 T3 barrel. I do have the trio set, so it is the biggest one in the trio set. So for this look, I did not pin curl the hair. Usually when I'm curling, I do pin curl it, but my client wanted a looser curl, so I knew if I would have pin curled the hair, it would have made the curls a little bit tighter. So I did not do that. However, once I'm done curling, I do go in with a styling comb and I brush everything to the back of the hair. I do not know why, but I feel like when you pull everything to the back of the hair and then you push it forward, it just gives it a different look. And then say like if you feel like the layers in the front are still not short enough or the hair is not curling how you want it, you can go ahead and, cut it some more and play with it to your liking. But my client loved this. Look how beautiful this was. Let me know what you guys think and make sure to subscribe and like this video.